One Piece chapter 1039. Let's not waste any time and dive straight into it, okay? A big portion of this chapter was reserved to Law and Kid versus Big Mom, which was great. And I must say that, you know, when Oda really just draws the fights out, when he's not doing the clashes, it's amazing. It is amazing, because that shot of Law using the what was it, the Puncture Willie? Oh my gosh. But anyways, the cover page of the chapter was beautiful, and I don't think that we needed this to get clarification as to us being in the climax of Wano, but we are here. All we have left seemingly is Law and Kid versus Big Mom, and then Kaido and Luffy as far as the fights are concerned. Now, I know a lot of people don't think that Big Mom's gonna go down, but I don't know how you can think this. I just don't see Big Mom being in the story anymore after this. And then let's just all agree on this. I think that Big Mom will indefinitely lose her Yonko position. I don't think she's gonna die or anything like that. I think Kaido's gonna die, but Big Mom's definitely gonna lose her Yonko position. So anyways, Momonosuke is pulling the island, and I just want to see where this goes, because it seems like the island is moving away from the flower capital at this point. So I know that there's gonna be that parallel with Momonosuke holding Onigishima over Wano, or over the flower capital, the same way that Oden was holding the scabbards over the boiling pot of water now, or the boiling pot of oil now. And that's just the way that I see it. I don't know what's gonna happen now at this point. Is Kaido gonna just move it over to the to the flower capital swiftly, or is he just gonna drop it in the air as it is, and the people of the flower capital maybe look over and see it? But I'm shocked that nobody's noticed this damn island floating over the flower capital yet, or even approaching the flower capital yet. But anyways, I digress. So let's get into the real meat of the chapter. You got Law and Kid going crazy, okay? Going absolute nutty against Big Mom. Now, after the bull attack, right? You know, I know a lot of people were questioning if the last chapter was going to be the end, because in the previous chapters where we got such and such, or blank versus blank, the fight ended typically within that chapter. So Sanji versus Queen, fight ends in that chapter. Zoro versus King, fight ends in that chapter, right? So Big Mom survives. She has a couple of broken bones, and she speaks on how dangerous Law's devil fruit is, okay? How it's been attacking her from the inside out. She says that she has broken bones, and she gives her life to repair herself. Now, I'll say that I wish she would have been using this more frequently throughout the fight, maybe to reset it all together. But, you know, we don't know how much of her life she's giving up to heal her wounds. And, you know, what would actually be dope, what would actually be amazing, right? So, you know how I said at the beginning that I don't think that Big Mom would die? I think that she's just going to lose her Yonko position. What if Big Mom, because she was over abusing her devil fruit power, she dies as a result of overusing her devil fruit power? So she keeps giving herself life, or she keeps taking away her life to heal her wounds, going against Law and Kid or whoever. And then she tries it one last time, and then boom, or, you know, she does it one last time, and as a result of that last time, after it heals her completely or whatever, then she just falls out. Done. I think the, like, her using that power over and over and over again, it just would have made her seem a lot more menacing, and it would have made more sense with the fact that, like, she doesn't typically dodge attacks. But in this chapter, she did. Whenever Kid assigned, you know, he used his awakening and he attached the tower to her, she turns her back because she knew that, oh nah, I gotta do something about this. And that was good to see, because Big Mom, for the most part, she hasn't been dodging attacks. Like Kaido has even been dodging some attacks. You know, whenever Luffy commented about him dodging the Red Hawk, I believe it was, or the Hawk rifle, it was one of the two. Big Mom has not been dodging many attacks. Now, I don't know if we're gonna just chalk that up to her being arrogant and how powerful her defenses are, or just her inability to dodge these attacks that are coming at her. I'm gonna go with the former rather than the latter. Let me know what y'all think. And speaking of letting me know what y'all think, go ahead and press that subscribe button if you are enjoying this video. Turn on notifications, all of that good stuff. It'll be somewhere here, probably. Yeah, probably right over there. Anyways, Law, I think, is the MVP. And I love the dynamic that we've been getting between Law and Kid. This dials all the way back to Sabaody, with Law, Luffy, and Kid. How Law was pretty much telling Kid, you know, or Law and Luffy were telling Kid, yo, stop giving me orders. But now it's Kid saying, stop giving me orders. And Law is pretty much just like, yo, you need to stop following up with my attacks. Like, this ain't no alley-oop, bruh. We just have a common goal right now. But you trying to take the credit for my attacks. Okay? And it's funny because, you know, a lot of the discourse in the community has been just this. People have been talking about, oh, Kid only comes in there to attack after Law doesn't attack, and blah, 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 blah. And then even something funny, right, is like Law makes fun of Kid's last attack, as everybody else in the community has been doing. He's like, yo, what's next? And then he just starts listing off other animals that are going to be next, other than the elephant, or yeah, other than the bull. And then Kid, once again, I like this about Kid, is that Kid has been like hiding his abilities, and he's been noting that he's hiding his abilities. I remember when Law asked him, and then not only that, but he's been making note of other people's abilities. Now, I know some people may disagree with this, but I think that Kid and Luffy are going to fight later on. Now, we don't have to talk about who's going to win. I think we can all agree that Luffy is going to win, right? But that's besides the point. I think that they're going to fight because it's going to be something nice. You know, we don't know everybody that Luffy is going to fight for the rest of the One Piece. Like, we could say Blackbeard, and then we could say maybe one of the admirals. But one of the Supernova would be cool as well. And I think once the Yonko, I've been speculating on this for a while, but once the Yonko are taken down, okay, once they've eliminated these Yonko, then they will start fighting amongst themselves for the Yonko's territory that they defeated, okay? Now, obviously, Luffy's not going to fall in line with that type of thing. Luffy's not going to go and say, okay, I'm going to go take this territory like Blackbeard did. But I can definitely see Kid saying, I'm going to go take this territory, and then, you know, he may think, because they have the wrong idea of Luffy, he may think that Luffy's trying to do that, and that just may cause their, you know, their conflict. It may be a one-sided battle on Kid's part. Luffy doesn't want to really fight, but he will, because Kid is gonna express his want again for getting the One Piece, or for finding the One Piece. Okay, but anyways, besides that, right, Kid has commented on, like, Luffy, you know, his time limit with Gear 4th. He's told Law about, like, you know, I'm not gonna tell you what I can do, so on and so forth. So Kid is hiding his abilities because he looks at these guys as foes, and he doesn't want to give them too much of what he can do, right? So I like that. I like that a lot. Now, Law goes crazy with the Puncture Willie. Now, it goes all the way down from Onigishima. He play, like, the way that he jumps into Big Mom, places it down, impales her, and then it goes all the way through, and multiple people are commenting about Law's attack. You got Momonosuke, who is high in the air, comment like, yo, what happened? How did this crater get here? Then I think it was Nami or Yamato who looks up and they're like, yo, what is this big hole? What is this? So that was dope to see, like, Law have an attack that affects the entire island, or that affects the entire island. Like, if you were outside of Wano, okay, and you were flying over it, you could probably see that. This attack was absolutely disgusting. Now, I will say that the attack probably would have been even more devastating if the tip were to be pointed into Big Mom. Okay, if the tip were to go into Big Mom, because, like, this dude Law, the sword just gets huge. Pause for all of you guys out there that are gonna make fun of me. Write a joke down in the comment section, please don't do it. And it sends a shockwave all the way through. Okay, now obviously it looks like the full brunt of the attack is at the end of the sword rather than the beginning, but still, it's devastating. Big Mom is spouting blood out, blah 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 blah. And Law comments on the fact that after this attack, he's gonna be out. He's gonna be done. Okay, now I know that Oda has pulled this with us a couple of times, but I actually believe it after this, because this was nasty. This was devastating. Okay, now on top of the other attacks that Law has shown, you know, this just seems to be the apex of all of his Kroom attacks, right? The Shock Willie, I can't remember the other attacks, but the Kroom attacks, you guys know what I'm talking about. Now, Kid jumps through and he shoots an electromagnetic railgun, okay? Now, all I'm thinking is just the potential here, right? Because, and I think that with Kid, we all need to just take a step back, because I think that once we see Kid maybe fight against somebody that will like Luffy, right? Will comment on how Kid is damaging him and how difficult Kid's powers are to deal with, right? We don't, you know, a lot of people are saying that Kid doesn't use Haki, but he's a confirmed Haki user on all 3 levels. So I think, like, we just have to wait a little bit more to see exactly, like, is the magnetism supplementing for the lack of, or the seemingly lack of armament Haki, so on and so forth, right? Regardless, imagine if he is if he's able to imbue armament Haki into this railgun, into this cannon that he just shot into Big Mom, coughing up blood, and it's nasty. It looks disgusting. I can't remember what the name of the attack is called. Let me look here and see if I can find it. We're at 13 minutes. Let's see here. The name of the attack was Damned Punk. Okay, now it was nice. The Law's one-liner at the end, your era is over. I love it because it gives me those vibes of Law back when he cut the gear, when he gave that amazing speech. Like, this is the Law from, like, Punk Hazard. This Law is disgusting. He's nasty. He does not give a damn about anything else besides his generation cementing themselves and threading the needle, okay? Pushing the envelope, right? That's what Law cares about. And this was amazing to see him just back in that mode. The your era is over is dope, or your era ends, whatever he said, right? Now, I'm gonna say that I still don't think that Big Mom is done. And I will comment on her lack of conquerors or advanced conquerors Haki. Now, this gets me into what I originally thought, right? Is that Luffy was gonna get the credit for taking down Kaido. Kid is gonna get the credit for taking down Big Mom. So maybe Law is gonna be out, right? And then you're gonna have Big Mom, Kid, and Kid is gonna finish that off. Kid is gonna unlock Advanced Conqueror's Haki to me. I don't see why point out to him being a Conqueror's Haki user and we're figuring all about Advanced Conqueror's Haki, so on and so forth. I think that Kid will unlock it almost in a similar way to how Luffy unlocked it. Big Mom's gonna be attacking him with it, and I think he's gonna, you know, ass pull, gonna pull out his ass. All right, Kid's gonna finish off this fight. Now, once again, we have to, like, Kid has to be some kind of threat to Luffy if they're gonna fight. Luffy just can't outclass him all the way together. And I think that Kid is gonna be Luffy's first fight. Maybe aside, like, Dofi, I believe, said things about like wanting to find the One Piece, but I think that Kid is gonna be one of Luffy's first, or the first fight really, where they're fighting over, like, because they want to find the One Piece, because they both want to be the king of the pirates. I think Kid and Luffy is gonna be a fight like that, and then Blackbeard and Luffy is gonna be a fight like that, obviously, right? Where their wheels are gonna collide, so on and so forth. Okay, now you guys may disagree, and that's fine, but this is why it's gonna be on wax. You guys come back to this if Kid doesn't do that. But I think that Law is gonna be out, and then it's gonna be Kid and Big Mom standing mano a mano. So let me know what you guys think about this in the chapter, or in the comment section below. I'm glad to be doing a video again talking about the chapter, and there's definitely going to be some discussions to come after this, so just please look out for that. Peace, you guys. I'm out. Have a good Friday, and we might be trying to stream later, or we might pop in another stream later, but you know, peace out, you guys. Appreciate the support. Have a great damn day.